Greetings, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Vent This. We're here to listen to your vents and try to hopefully provide some helpful answers to the questions you have. And we hope to have a few laughs along the way. Either way, let's get started. Today, we have with us another guest ventologist. She's a public speaker, a photographer, a videographer, a on-camera voiceover actor, and a TV, film, and theater actor.
Wow.
She wears many hats, which becomes very complicated because she only has one head. Please welcome Wendy Shapiro.
Hello.
Wendy, welcome to Vent.
Nice. Yeah, nice to have you, Wendy. This is fun.
It's awesome. Thank you for having me, guys. That's
Great.
awesome.
Well, Wendy, before we get started, why don't you just tell us a little bit about yourself, what you're doing, what you've been up to?
Okay. So I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan, and I began as a dancer there. So that's where I actually began. And but dancers who like to talk, we do musicals, and so I've done a variety of musicals, and so I do jazz hands. So for the studio audience, I do jazz hands.
Wow.
Everybody,
Look at
jazz
that.
hands.
Hey.
Woohoo! Yes, and I apply that to my public speaking because I think this is a little bit of I went to it. We'll get into it at some point, but a Tony Robbins workshop where he says, "Where motion goes, emotion flows," and so I get everybody physicalizing, in the realm of teaching and things of that nature. But yeah, as far as acting goes, started in musicals and then came out west. My grandmother was the one who said to me, "You're going to have to move to Hollywood. I just don't know what your mother's going to do without you." And so I packed up all that guilt with my hopes and dreams, and I moved west.
Wow.
So here we are.
That's
And here
great.
you are.
And here you are, making a living and living the dream, as they say.
As they say.
Yeah.
Cool.
So, all right, great. Well, we're happy to have you with us, and let's get into the vents and see what we're going to hear today. So, Chris, I guess you're reading the vents today. There's no Loretta again.
Where is Loretta, Chuck? Where is Loretta? That's the question.
Maybe that's it. Maybe we'll start a new podcast called
Where is Loretta?
Read a letter, Loretta.
At this point, it's Loretta who? No, just kidding. She's my friend. Okay, I will start with the first vent. Thank you, Chuck.
Okay.
So here it goes. How about this for a vent? I'm standing in line at the DMV for about an hour and it's cold outside. All of a sudden, the guy in front of me lets in 5 people because they're his friends. I think that's wrong because now my stay in line is longer and I'm freezing my tchotchkes off. And this person signed, "Don't cut in line." Oh, that is frustrating.
Well, first of all, he shouldn't have brought his tchotchkes with him to the DMV. I don't think they really allow them in the office.
My mother's a tchotchke connoisseur, but yeah, don't bring them in line because there's just a lot of work that you're going to have to do.
Yeah, it causes problems. I don't know. I mean, for me, I think I would just stay calm and with a calm voice and a smile, just say, "Excuse me, the line starts behind me."
To all 5 people and the guy that let.
Well, I mean, and what was the purpose? I mean, are they just friends that he let them in to stand with him for support? Is it a support team? He can't go through the driver's test, by himself, or is he letting these people in that these are 5 extra people that are going to be applying for a license or registration or whatever they're doing?
Well, and it also begs the question, why are there so many people that all decided to come on the same day, 5 of his friends, and go party elsewhere?
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah, I've never heard of a DMV party.
I get the sense that these were people that needed to be at the DMV in line, not that they were just the friends of his to stand there, because that, to me, that seems kind of weird. Hey, come stand in line with me. We'll have a blast at the DMV.
Maybe they all rode in together. Maybe they're friends. They rode in together and they were tired of sitting out in the hot car. Oh, you said it was freezing. They were tired of sitting in the cold car with their tchotchkes.
Yeah, that's true. But I just think it's rude that everybody's standing in line. All of a sudden you want to have your little posse cut in while you're standing there. It may just be support, but it's still irritating, I think, to see those people. I don't know. That's just me. I think I'd get upset and maybe I don't think I'd say something, but I think I'd get upset.
Well, it's rude, and of course nowadays. I mean, he didn't say what city he's from or what town or what part of the
No.
world or whatever.
Someplace cold.
Somewhere cold.
Yeah.
So, but there's no shortage of of rude nowadays. So what the hell? They're just fitting right in.
I mean, they need their little ticker tape thing that is that little ticket that says,
Yeah.
and listen, everyone's
What
going to
number?
the same place. They're all having to go to the DMV. So,
Yeah.
but yeah,
What number are you?
what
Yeah.
number are you?
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
they
Hold
give
up your
numbers
number.
to the DMV? They do? I don't
Yeah,
remember. I
you have
haven't
to
been there in a
sign
while.
in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you sign in, you get a number, and then you stand around, and it'll flash up there what number you are, and oh yeah, they've got your number.
E104.
Oh, I was thinking he was outside.
No, they are outside. You're right. And then
Yeah, that's because he said,
yeah,
yeah.
before you go in, then you have to still wait in line. So
Right. I mean, I could be wrong. That was the sense I got that they were all standing outside, and that's why he got mad.
I guess it
But
depends which office you go to. Also, it's if you can get in and
we just needed more information.
yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So yeah, send us another vent and give us some more information so we can really ridicule what you've done here. So
And start yelling at the people in the line.
exactly. Put everybody back in the car and do a new vent.
Yeah, go to another DMV.
All right. Well, we solved nothing here, but
Yeah.
we giggled a little bit.
Yeah.
So anyway, all right. Well, what do we have? Do we have another one?
I
hope
guess I'm
so.
reading the
Otherwise,
next.
we have to end short.
Yeah.
Do you
No,
want me I could you can email them to me and I could read them. No.
No, I have it right here. All right, here's the second vent. Here we go. Brace yourself. I have an itch to bitch, like Chuck says. Actually, Chuck does say that when
Itch to
sometimes,
bitch?
yeah,
Oh,
he's
yeah,
gonna,
yeah.
he coined it, and a lot of people I know now say it.
Yeah.
It's
love
funny.
Yeah, but sometimes it gives me a twitch to bitch too. So anyway,
Yeah. So, why do young people get upset or laugh when older people say back in the day? Things were different back in the day, and some things were better and some things were worse. So, listen, you grasshopper millennials, rather than laugh at us, learn from us.
Amen.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah, that's what I think. I mean, but then again, stop living in the past and just go out and live your life. I mean, why look back? Go forward.
Well,
I
that's
mean,
true too.
yeah, I can't blame them. I can't blame them for saying back in the day because back in the day was wonderful. But that's in that person's mind because the kids today will be saying back in the day 50 or 60 years from now. It's always back in the day and things were more, more better. That's good English, but
It's also how you say it. You got to say back in the day.
yeah, oh,
Yeah.
back in the
Right.
day. Yeah.
Back in my day.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
You
But-
don't say it with some intention. You
Mhm.
don't have credibility.
Right. But we look back at, I think all of us look back at warm memories of the past, of your childhood, your teenage years, when you were 20. Boy, could I go back. I'd love to go back if I could go back and know what I know now. And it's like, it's just, that's life. I just say embrace everything and live today. Don't forget yesterday, but yeah, live today and go forward too.
That's true. But I also like hearing older people say, this is how it was when I was growing up. I find that interesting. It's not something you laugh at. I know a lot of kids are saying, oh, you boomers, that's back in your boomer day and whatever, whatever. But, we used to roll the window down. We used to have phones that are, hanging on a wall, and it's just history that we've lived with. I think I don't know. I agree with this guy. I don't think it's funny to hear back in the day. I think it's fun. It's like a little history lesson.
Well,
Yeah.
if you're
My 2
paying
cents.
attention,
Yeah.
And I mean, I love nothing more than to actually sit and talk with old people. I think there's a lot to gain. Well, that's not correct either. I mean, I think I enjoy sex more than talking to old people. But the next thing up, I guess, would be it's like would be talking to old people. There's a wealth of information there, and there's a lot to be learned. People
Yeah.
have lived the life that I'm still, trying to get to. Of course, there's not much left in front of me at my age, but you know, so
What are you trying to get to, Chuck?
well, no, but I mean, I'm still traveling forward, and if I'm
Yeah.
talking to a 90-year-old man, you know, or a 90-year-old woman, what's it going to be like when I'm in my 80s? You know?
Yeah.
Well, and then there is something to be said for, yes, the youth of the world that will go to take, go to an older person, and if they don't have the information, I mean, there is something to be said for wisdom
Hmm.
and
Yeah.
age, and not to look back, but just to go, oh, that's interesting.
Hmm.
It's insight, it's in
Yeah,
information from a different perspective.
sure.
And are we all just in one, little bubble that we can't have other, perspectives?
Right. Yeah. Is that how we got here? You know?
Yes,
Yeah, and that's how it used to be.
I
You
I
know?
like being around older people because then I look really young.
exactly.
There
You
you
know,
go. Yeah, but
so they have good to say, and I look good. So hey, it's a
yeah,
win-win for
well,
me.
but like me, you're running out of stock.
Okay.
Oh my.
Thanks, Chuck.
Yeah.
I think it's time
Sorry,
to move on.
sorry. Oh my gosh, did I go there? I feel
Your
horrible.
face is all red.
So
Yeah.
It's matching your shirt, your pink
there you
shirt.
Yeah.
go. Yes, it's actually just a reflection. All
Mm.
right, all right. So, well, that was vent number two. We're just zipping through these.
I just think back in the day should always be around. I think people should say back in the day. I like hearing back in the day when there was a horse and buggy going
Mhm.
from place to place, or I find that to be something useful, and it's a treasure to hear. So you kids out there, when you hear back in the day, pay attention.
Now, how
Yeah.
does that differ from I remember when?
One's
Well,
longer.
no, I
One's
think
longer, more words.
Hmm.
It's like
I think
I
I
remember
remember
when.
when kind of refers to a personal thing. I remember when maybe back in the day is like a an overall picture of what it was like, before us or when we were younger.
Hmm.
I
That's
mean,
my take on it.
Oh,
yeah,
so I remember when is a personal recollection
I think
as opposed
so.
to back in the day. And Wendy, I saw Wendy counting the words. I don't know which
I
one is
did. I had to
longer.
count on my fingers.
I saw that. Like,
Back in
well,
the day. Wait, was that four? No.
the,
Anyway.
the good thing I didn't have a long phrase there. You'd be bringing your toes up and everything. Like,
Right. But it begs also the question, why have historical dramas? Why have biopics? Why do
mhm.
anything
Exactly.
historical unless
Right.
there's an interest? So,
Yes, there is
yes.
an interest in what took place, and
Yeah.
I never believed this when I was in school. I was, they would always say, that history is important to learn. I'm going, it's history. It happened. What do I care? But then you learn that history does repeat itself, in some way, and there is a lot to learn, by observing what did happen.
It's like when I say to Chuck, what was it like during the Deep Depression?
Yeah,
So,
thanks.
because he lived through that.
Thanks.
So
Yes.
I like to hear his stories.
Yeah, go ahead. I know they like to make fun. That's all
Hmm.
right. Yeah. How was it working with Charlie Chaplin? Yes, it was wonderful. He didn't say much anyway. Oh,
Oh,
well,
yuck,
yuck, yuck.
Yeah,
yuck.
All right. Well, we beat that one down, didn't we?
I think so.
All right.
Is it
And
time
then
for the
some.
next one?
I think it is. Well,
All
let me
right.
see. All right. Yeah, Wendy's counting the minutes. She said yes.
On both
Okay.
fingers, on both hands.
So, all right, Chris.
Hit it? Okay. So this one, yeah, all right, here we go. Hey guys, I have a friend that recently had a baby, and every time I see them, they say to me, "Look, what a beautiful baby. Don't you think he's a beautiful baby?" And I don't know if I should lie or tell the truth. What should I do? Because I don't think the baby's beautiful.
Oh,
Oh boy.
Well, you can't tell them the truth, I mean, that would be too cruel. But I mean, you could come up with comment. You don't have to respond to that. You could say, "Look at what a bundle of joy he is. He
Hmm.
certainly is sweet, isn't he
look
precious?"
at that nose on his
Yeah,
face.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes.
Chubby
It's
cheeks.
his nose just is the same size as his feet. Yeah, whatever. Um, no, but just make other, generic comments and
Looks like he's
So,
going to have quite a hairline, you know.
yeah. Oh, he's got a lot of hair, or he doesn't have much hair. I'm sure it'll come in. I mean,
so is that considered fibbing? Because he said he doesn't want to lie. Would that be a white lie by kind of skirting the issue? I don't know.
I don't know. Well, just lie. What's the big deal?
Yeah, you're right. Just say the
It's
baby's beautiful.
it's a white lie. I mean, and babies, even if they're ugly, are beautiful. I mean, their parents think they're beautiful to God. They're beautiful to their parents. They're to somebody's eye. It doesn't have to be your eye. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah.
So you don't have to
But I get
comment.
it. I get
Yeah.
it. There is that moment where you're like, not so much, not so
Yeah, exactly.
much.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just
Yeah.
going to say, not so much.
I mean, yeah. And,
Yeah.
you can do it like that. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Or,
they won't lie. That's not a lie. You're saying yes. It's just how
Mhm.
you're.
Yeah, isn't it beautiful? Oh, well, yeah, that's a description you could use. Yes.
God,
So,
mean.
I know. Well, I don't know. These people send these vents in and we have to respond somehow.
No, no,
So,
no. It's true, though. I mean,
yeah.
we all
Yeah.
have had that.
Oh, sure.
It's the truth.
Sure. You know. So, but the same thing happens with adults,
Yeah. How
Somebody,
can you say so and
somebody,
so's ugly?
yeah. Oh, my new man. Isn't he handsome?
Yeah.
No. Oh, yes. I mean, yes.
Yes, yes, exactly. Yeah. Yes, he's got really large teeth. I had a horse that looked like that once. Yes.
Okay. Okay, Chuck.
Really good looking horse.
Exactly. And what's your boyfriend's name? Trigger? Yeah. So, I mean,
Stop horsing around,
that
Chuck.
happens. All right. So, what do we got? Any more comments on the ugly babies?
Well, I think you should lie.
Yeah, go. Yes, it doesn't hurt to lie in this case.
Probably
So,
not.
yeah,
Yeah.
So anyway,
You'll
all
feel better
right.
about yourself if you do. I
I
mean,
think
Exactly.
so.
Exactly. Sometimes lying could actually make you feel good. Take a big deep breath,
yeah.
let it out
Find the
slowly,
positive.
and
Find
lie.
find the positive,
Well,
not lie.
yeah,
Find the
there's got to
positive.
be. Yeah, there's got to be something positive there, right?
And plus,
Look,
you love to see the reaction when you go, "Oh, he's so cute." You make the
yes.
parents so happy,
Yes,
Yeah.
right?
It's a
exactly.
win-win. It's a win-win.
It's a
Exactly. Yeah.
win-win,
Why make people feel bad?
right? So lie.
If you want to go overboard, you can go, look, he even has 10 fingers. I mean, whatever. Take it a step further. So anyway, he's got all his toes. All right. So is that
I
it? No
will
more
say
events?
one thing.
Oh,
Sometimes you can't tell if it's a boy or a girl. They're because their hair is so short and sometimes they look the same. So, like a boy or a girl. So I usually say, oh, yeah,
what is it?
she.
And now we've got the gender neutral blankets. So of course
Yes.
that's
Yeah,
confusing.
it's tough to tell.
Gender
But
neutral blankets?
Yes. Pink
Oh,
and blue.
really? Oh my gosh.
Yep. But that's
So,
whole
well,
does
that's
that
a
mean
whole,
it's yellow? What do you mean, gender
well,
neutral?
no, it's pink and blue.
Oh,
So
it has two colors on
it's
it.
two
yeah, it's the
colors on the blanket.
stripes. Hmm.
Oh, I
Yeah.
haven't seen that. That's cute.
And instead of it's a boy and it's a girl, it says,
It's a thing. It's a
we are here.
we are
Yeah.
here.
Take a pic. Take a pic.
It's here.
That's
It's
funny.
here. I don't know. The
Welcome,
world,
it's here.
the world is going to hell in a handbasket, as they used to say back in the day.
Yeah.
Nice.
Nice.
Well done.
Anyway,
Yes.
all right. So shall we wrap this thing up? Did we solve all the problems? No. Right? But you
Yeah.
got nothing more? No more comments? All right.
I
Well, what?
no,
You-
I'm good, Chuck.
Oh, I thought you were going to say one more thing for the fourth time. So
Oh,
it's like,
round that wagon,
Oh,
round
Chuck,
that tree.
Wendy,
You're
I make fun of her,
beautiful.
but isn't she cute?
Yeah.
Cute.
Like,
So cute. So cute.
all right, so let's wrap this thing up. I hope we provided everyone with some food for thought and some chuckles here today. Before we go, is there anything you'd like to plug for yourself and tell us where to follow you or anything, Wendy?
Sure. Yes, sure. I'm at For acting, it's Wendy Shapiro, but I spell it with an E, Shapero. Most people don't know that. I'm one of very few. WendyShapiro.com. And then also, as far as photography, I do all kinds of lifestyle shots, headshots, whatever, people are looking for and so on. But that's WendyPix.com, WendyPix.com.
Nice.
Look at that. There, she's a busy person. Like I said, she wears many hats. But when you see her in person, there's just one head. So anyway, all right, that was a silly thing, but I did it anyway. All right, so and we'd like our listeners to go to our Instagram account and follow us at Vent This Podcast. It's all one word, Vent This Podcast. And now we're also on YouTube, and we'll soon be doing these podcasts with video. Soon be doing the video. Did I say that right? It sounded like I slurred through that. Okay. All right. Well, we're going to be doing video on these podcasts. You'll be able to see our faces while you're hearing our voices, and it's all very exciting. We have a lot happening here at ventis.org, and you can go to the website, speaking of ventis.org, and write us a vent, or you can call and leave us a voicemail vent by calling 818-570-2535, and we'll play your vent on an upcoming episode. Now go out there and make people smile. It will freak them out.
Nice. Thank you, Chuck. Thanks, Wendy.
Thank you.
Doodles.
Thanks. That was fun.
Indeed.
So, all right. We'll talk soon, I guess.